All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Set 50, plant. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Alpha. Let's make these big.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, you got 3.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw on 2nd down. Starr. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing after the interception. Starr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get it with him.
Back to throw. Starr. He will find Winslow. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 60 out long. Get him on. Hey, let's Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Starr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Ready. Check line 54. Line 54. I got one.
Looking to throw. Starr. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Starr. And he fires one incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
On third down, Starr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check 31. Check 31. No. Kill.
Hey, lock it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
60 or. Hey, high 7. Get it.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45, Mike, 45. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hard.
Hey, turn it up. Check 50.
Ready?
Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A throw over the middle taken in, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw. Starr escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Starr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mike's by 4. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 54. Mike up.
Operating from the gun. Starr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he'll find Hall, but he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Throwing on first down. Starr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw on third down, Starr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He gives it up. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Set, hut, 60 yards. 54, line 54. Hey.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let him know.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Right here.
Hey, seam 6. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
I got
Ready.
2nd and long. Allen here on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check right 45. Tackles. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 49. Lead grip.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasize.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's not going to get me. Kill.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Winslow. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, Haywood!
Get the ball.
2nd and 3. Caught by Allen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brock, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Allen, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On play action, they'll throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. On 1st down, Starr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looking to throw. Starr. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Back to throw. Starr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 12-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Starr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Starr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Winslow. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Watch twist.
Looking to throw. Starr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Check. Right there. 54. Right there.
Back to throw. Starr flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Niners 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, watch that. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch twist.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowen. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here I come. Check 3.
He's back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bowen. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Switch it, Keel, switch it. SOS. Watch the edge. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Winslow. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for two. Operating from the gun. Starr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on.